You know, hindsight is 20/20 here. I'm trying to chug the soup. But maybe I shouldn't have gotten spicy chicken noodle soup. You can't exactly chug it. What's going on, everyone? We got a show for you tonight. Put it mildly here. We're still waiting on one of the competitors to get in here before we get started, but that'll give me time to finish soup, right? Oh, right. I forgot that I have to send it in DMs to Mr. Thatch. Yep. Spicy soup, so good. Hang tight, we're still waiting on one player to show up. Good evening, Mr. Grandpa. How's it going? Welcome in. Looks like our one player has showed up. So, I guess this means that we need to get things going. Let me make sure that the scene is set up all correct. Okay, looks like we do have both players. I'm probably going to have to do this live, so to speak. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this underway, shall we? Welcome to Saturday, or Sunday. It's Monday? I don't know. My sense of time is all screwed up because there was a fire in the car garage at my work, and the office has been closed Thursday, Friday. It's going to be closed tomorrow. I almost forgot about this if I didn't have it in my calendar. So it's like, what day of the week is it? It's Sunday. It's Sunday prime time, and we have a bit of a lineup for you today. We're going to start off with the debut of Alex T here in Season 31. He'll be taking on Cryticalapis, who's looking for his first win. And then our second match will also be in Division 1A as Pixelandy will be taking on Coal Bucket. And then we'll hop on over to Division 1B as Blue Scuti will be taking on Somalian. And we'll round it off with IDKIRBY taking on O. We're going to be some pretty good matches today, I would say. And we have one of our two players here. Oh, I see Alex in the background back there. Yeah, Alex has just walked off. But yeah, Alex T taking on Cryticalapis. To start off your Sunday, I'm kind of curious, so I'm going to bring up the matcherino link here. Oh, GB Toast. Mr. Toast for the 29 Raiders. Welcome in. Of course, if you were here earlier today, you heard Toast on stream. And it's kind of interesting because there's 29 Raiders coming from Toast. But we only have 20 contribution codes left. So if you would like to donate a quarter without actually spending a quarter, hi Alex, click on that link. Log in with one of your various social media accounts, and then just claim a contribution code. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's 3 quick steps. All right, let's find out from the players. Hold on. We have what appears to be no game capture from Alex, although he may be on a interesting mode. Had a bit of a raid on coupon codes earlier today. I don't know if I'd call that much of a raid. I mean, well, we're down to 19 because, you know, there you go. Code redeemed by Ravioli. Alex says he can't see. Oh, you know what? I probably have to bring you into the room first. I'm sitting over here yapping, and Alex is like, yo, streamer, do your job. Can I refresh what? You are good. It looks good to me. Oh, wait, you still can't see the room? Okay, well, let me do this. Just dumped you out and brought you back in. Kingsman says use Chrome. I've not tried playing a match yet on Firefox. Oh, we lost Alex completely. I've recently switched over from Chrome and Firefox because, let's be honest, you block Origin. I haven't had any real issues yet. You left to go switch browser. Yeah. Firefox has been crappy with room view. Well, I will remember that when I have to play Snowy. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to play Snowy on or maybe this. either on NTC or Nord. Although I haven't had a problem with Nestors.org. That works in Firefox. I don't think I've ever done Nestors Champs on Firefox yet. Brave browser. Yeah, it's basically getting to the point where, you know, all the browsers are bad in one way or another. And since they're all on board with the AI, it's like, God, okay. Alright, so Alex doing a little bit of reconnection here. Should be a moment before he's back in. Oh, excuse me. No Google Sheets. I do not want to uncover deeper data insights. I just want to see the high score list. Arrgh. Oh, that's something I did not know. What I like is how freaking customizable Firefox is. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. I've changed, like, the default font, like how the tabs look, the colors, everything. I went nuts. All right, I got Alex back in the room here. Let's see if that helps. There we go. This looks better. Got giant Alex taking up the entire camera here. It's awesome. All right. Looks like we've got both players here. Let's find out if we're going to be doing any 19 or if it's going to be 18 all the way. And how are we going to choose our seeds? Is it going to be reroll? Is it going to be increment? Will they not agree and we'll have to flip a coin? Shoutouts to Naraya dropping in the quarter to the matcherino. Up to 49.37. It's early days on the matcherino. We're trying to get to $1,000 by the end of the season. Top 4 players in the playoffs will get that share of the prize pool. 50% going to the winner. So 18 all the way. Cryticalapis asking, how did I get VIP? I don't know. Alex got VIP too. Maybe all the Div 1 players get VIP. I don't know. But then Peak would be a moderator. I don't think he can have moderator and VIP. We do have 4 matches tonight, so hopefully we can get these underway shortly. Speaking of peak, hi. Welcome in. Alex needs a few moments. No, it's not weird at all because you can only have one role at a time on Twitch. Just merge them together, VIM. It's the same reason the broadcaster can't be a moderator. It's because they're the broadcaster. There's a lot of things that I disagree that Twitch does. Most of them have to do with the back-end realm, the API. They have made so many decisions with their API that's like... You can kind of tell that multiple people have designed different parts of the Twitch API. And they obviously did not talk to each other before doing so. Yeah, this is what you're up against if you're playing Alex. Alex, of course, is the reigning, defending two-time CTWC world champion. You know, kind of asked a bunch of people that in the community, you know, who they thought was going to win CTWC last year. I feel like there's a few people that said Alex. But when you look back on it, it's like, how could it not have been Alex? She's just too strong. For all the insanity that players like Blue Scuti and Meme have put up, is just a ridiculous run by Alex. Bro, that does not sound fun, and that is like, that's like my biggest fear right now, is getting that, the long COVID. Where did Alex go? Alex said he needed 2 minutes, so he's taken 5. There he is. Also, welcome in. Also, I should bring up the Streamio chat so I can see all you fine folks over on YouTube. All right, so we still need to find out if we're going to do seed increment or reroll. Oh, shaking his SMH head. Ugh. All right. Still need to find out if we're going to do reroll or increment here. Alex says increments. So, Cryticalapis, if you would like increments, we're good. Can we decrement instead of increment? I'm going to give that opinion a minus. All right, Cryticalapis. Yeah, give us the opinion here. Increment is fine. Here's your seed. AD. Hope you have your ad blocker. 1A, 7F. Good luck from Cryticalapis. Uh-oh. Don't say such things, Alex. Okay. Joke about the game not crashing, not your capture card crashing. We have a ready from Cryticalapis. Thumbs up from Alex. Let's see if that translates to a ready up. There it is. We've got both players ready. Let's go ahead and get this counted down for game number 1 of the Division 1A matchup between Alex T and Cryticalapis. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left, we have the reigning 2-time CTWC champion, roller out of the United States with an NTSC PB of 16,700,000. Welcome in, Alex T. And on the right, also rolling on the United States with PB of 2,868,000. Welcome in, Cryticalapis. And Cryticalapis having to make a little bit of a compromise, as the piece that he needed to tuck did not show up. That's going to allow Alex to take a bit of an early lead, but a long bar here will fix everything for Cryticalapis. There it is, column 9 Tetris to get the well back over to the right. Another Tetris there for Alex. As Alex off to a Tetris in change lead early on. That was a really aggressive but nice series of Z's that he just stuck on top of each other, waiting for that tuck. And when the L showed up, it looked so much better. Getting that square over, and Alex decides now's the time to chop things down as we're waiting on a long bar here. Both players in the same drought. Ooh, a bit of a misdrop there for Cryticalapis at the top of the board. Could have been really dangerous. I think he missed a spin there as well. Looked like he tried it. He does get the right side open, and the resulting damage is just going to be one hole in the stack in column 7. He'll bang down to Tetris. But Alex's lead is growing. 236 to 163. .500 IQ burns as Captain. We'll see in action a bit later. Tetris for Alex. And Cryticalapis opens up the right side. We'll bang down a Tetris, gets to 215 at the half. Alex will be at 328, so a 112,000 point lead, only halfway through level 18. Of course, Alex in the same division as the current CTL champion, which is Pixelandy. We'll be seeing him in action just after this game. But the division also features the likes of Cobra, Sodium, Redshirt, Wallbant, and Coalbucket. And Cobra's on top right now. He's got a 2-0 match record. He's played Cryticalapis and Wallbant. And even though we're only a couple games into the season, we only have 3 players that haven't lost a match yet. The other one is Pixelandy. And the third player, the only reason he hasn't lost a game yet, well, this is his first one, Alex, in his season debut. Although I feel like Alex is the type of player where at the end of the season he's like, oh, he hasn't lost a game yet. Alex with a 92,000 point lead. That means that Cryticalapis has brought it back at least one Tetris. It's that J-Tuck, and he'll bang down a Tetris of his own. We're setting up the bits. Just burns it away. And then misdrops the S. Some people may say that that's karma. Setting up the Vits and then burning it down. Alex is at 606 at 120 lines. Let's... He's got a big lead right now. I have to take some burns there. Well, he's got a long bar dependency now, and I think he realizes that was a mistake. Now needs a bar. Bar is not coming. Oh, there it is. Gonna be good for a triple, and it'll open up the right side. It'll go in at 617. That Tetris for Cryticalapis will be 545, so a difference of 72,000 points. Yeah, wait till you get to the point where that actually is a 600,000 transition, and you still top out immediately on 19. Those are the best games. I think my first rolling 600K was like that. 718 for Alex, 624 for Cryticalapis. Although Alex is a bit further ahead in the piece sequence. Oh, covering the whale just as the bar shows up. And this board for Cryticalapis could be trouble if he doesn't get the right pieces. That was a good one there. Getting rid of that dependency was, you know, pardon the pun, critical. Gets the bar over, will get the Tetris. Now has that hole in column 6 to worry about. And yeah, no worry. Alex building over the right well here. Winter in chat says, Lapis, pretend you're playing me. Good burn there for Lapis. Gets the Tetris. Only back by about 60,000 points in pace. So not the end of the world yet. Both players will score a Tetris there. Lapis setting up a tuck there will get it done. Left side's a little concerning, but gets the bar to make it much better. Alex in at level 26 at 973. Lapis goes in at 910. 63,000 point lead. This lead has been shrinking ever so slightly since, like, the 65 line mark. But it is still in the favor of Alex. Both players set up. Alex already with the max out. Oh, Lapis with a double flip. Can he stay alive? No, he cannot. He's going to be done. Alex is good for game number 1. Oh, man. Well, Alex going to take that 1-0 lead and just top it out here. We'll go ahead and increment the seed to BE. Yeah, 17 Raiders coming in from Retro Cabeza. Welcome in. Ooh. Ooh. Yes, please. Jealous? Oh, it's delicious. Barrett, how's it going? Is that Dave's Hot Chicken? Yeah, got one of those near my work. I've had it a couple times. I'd say it's pretty good. All right, just waiting out it ready from both players, and we'll get underway. Got it ready from Alex. Oh, for F's sake. Seriously? Sorry. That's my reaction whenever I see, hey, cheap viewers. Don't need cheap viewers, right? You got Captain here. I'm kidding, Captain. Here we go. Both players are ready. We'll count down game number 2. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Toast is like, who needs cheap viewers when you have me? I know, right? Well, this is normally the point in the matchup where I talk about the player's match record. Yeah, about that. No match record between these two players. This is a brand new matchup. I like to call it a Tetris scoregami. It seems like super rare at the top that you get first-time matchups like this. But when you have new players rising up through the ranks as fast as Cryticalapis has, they're bound to happen. Winter suggesting that Alex bust a move, but that's a completely different video game. Oh, you had to wait in line? I got mine through Grubhub. I just had to wait after I put the order in. $147 for Alex, 133 for Cryticalapis here in the early going. The issues that Cryticalapis started out with in game one, not manifesting themselves this time around. And some very clean stacks here. Alex with a hole down there in column 5. Looks like he's just going to deal with it for now. So Alex will play one row off the bottom, and we'll continue scoring Tetrises. So we're about to hit the halfway point. Alex will go in at 312. Second consecutive game in the 300s. Meanwhile, a little bit of a complication for Cryticalapis. He's only going to be at 271. Alex setting up a couple of spins here. We'll get the S spin first, and we'll get the T spin next. That was a very high point to try to go for a T spin as well, and one of these things about the top players, they do not shy away from difficult maneuvers. But now Alex in a little bit of a situation here. I feel like he had the choice to take one of the two burns he needed with the long bar, either flat or vertical, and he chose vertical. I feel like it just kind of spiraled from there. But Alex is working his way out of this. Does have the right side open. It's going to be able to... Oh, very nice maneuvers there from Alex. He's opened up the right side just in time for a drought. Finally, the bar shows up. Bang, Tetris. He's at 400 at the turn. Tetris for Alex. And a Cryticalapis is going to be at 400 at the turn as well. So neck and neck. In fact, it is tied. And Cryticalapis is like, none of that. I'm going to get 3 pushdown points. But Alex is more worried about survival. He's up about halfway up the screen here. He knows he needs to get out of this quickly because he's fallen behind. 469 for Cryticalapis, 432 for Alex. Alex will get things cleaned up. Has the right side open. There's the bar. There's the Tetris. And level 19 for Alex. He'll go in at 504. Cryticalapis is set up. Looking for the bar. There it is. There's a Tetris, 561. So this time, Cryticalapis out in front. Let's see what he can do with it. Awkward board for Alex. Nice spin, though. Man. Now an awkward board for Alex. He's having to take some potential tucks and has sacrificed the left side of the board to keep things healthy, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to have to take some burns here. Meanwhile, Cryticalapis is just playing some clean Tetris. It's a bar. We'll get the Tetris. Alex at 669. Hey now. So Cryticalapis in a decent spot at the moment, but now has to do a couple burns. He still has a lead despite being down by 6 lines here, which means the lead's a little bigger than it looks. When you see it, says Winter. Yeah, it's like the TSA say. When you see, if you see something, say something. You see a 69, you say, hey now. Tetris for Cryticalapis. There's a Tetris for Alex. Alex 30,000 points in the lead, but he's also 10 lines in the future. As we are getting late into these speeds. Simul Tetris there, 925 Alex, 919 Cryticalapis. That is a fake lead for Alex at the moment. He'll score another Tetris and another Tetris. He's now 19 lines ahead of Cryticalapis. Cryticalapis is back on 26. Alex is on 28. There's the Tetris for Cryticalapis. 1,031,000 for Alex, 991 for Cryticalapis. Alex will get to 29 way before Cryticalapis does. He's going to have to line in 1,068,000 is the score for Alex. Cryticalapis looking for the B into 29. Trying to set up here. We'll take the Akibar. Makes the burn and the bang Tetris. 1,133,000. Alex is currently in the lead. So there's still work to do for Cryticalapis, but he has... oh no. I say he has time to do it, but... oh, he's not able to get a piece over the left. So Alex... you're good. It's 2-0. Alex was like, I could dig out of this. Watch. Okay, he's like, no, I can't. 1,347,000. That was pretty good. And Barrett says intentional top. Yep, we'll go with that. Captain says, I'm doing that by June. Are we going to get a flex? Yeah, there we go. We got the flex. Alex, thanks for buying Dave's Hot Chicken for everyone when you win. Appreciate it. Jazzy Josh over on YouTube saying, Alex, my goat. Hope you can make it to No Cap November, but if you can't, well, you're still his goat. All right, both players are ready. Let's go get this counted down and see if we're all going home with Dave's Hot Chicken. Game number 3. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. It's like one of those Taco Bell promotions at the, at an NHL game where they say, hey, if they score 6 goals, everyone gets free tacos. Which, like, statistically never happens. But unless they're running that very specific promotion, then they're like, oh yeah, we're going to send everyone home with tacos. And then they just go on a goal scoring blitz. And Alex showing how supportive of the cause he is by not burning. Five in a row for Alex to start off game number 3. Free chips and guac from Chipotle, and 18 sounds about right. Wow, even the Lapis fans are jumping ship over to Alex here. They all want the Dave's Hot Chicken. Juggle Crooked YouTube says the Red Wings with that back from 0-4 comeback last night, though, to win 6-4. Was there a Taco Bell promotion going on? Gotta get the fans their tacos. Interesting setup here for Alex. Let's see how he resolves it. We'll resolve it with some burns. And unfortunately, it did not resolve very cleanly, so we'll get the Tetris here, but we'll have to take a couple more burns here. That square will be perfect. 278 for Alex, 261 for Cryticalapis. Taco Bell has been doing their steal a base, steal a taco promotion. Oh no. A match of all time. Actually, it's a first time match. This is the equivalent of Tetris Scorigami we're seeing here. Never before seen. This game is fairly close. 378 for Cryticalapis, 371 for Alex. Alex, who needed 29 to get it done last game. $380 points. Half a single separating the players through 85 lines. Another Tetris for both. Alex hoping for a J at some point in the near future. Still hoping for that J. Gonna have to spin in that S as the board's starting to get a little messy. Gonna take the burns here. Of course, covered the well right as the bar showed up. And now Alex in a bit of a spot. Gets a T-spin, though. It looks like he's going to get out of this. Gets the bar over for the Tetris, but the damage is done. Cryticalapis up by a Tetris and a half, 518 to 479. How does the Tetris scoregami chart work? It's just I just use that term for when you have a unique matchup that hasn't happened before, such as Alex T and Cryticalapis. One single separating the players now. Lead is on the side of Cryticalapis, but I mean, it's effectively neck and neck. Look at these transitions, too. Hot game here. Will it lead to hot chicken? Let's find out. 620 for Cryticalapis. Alex might be able to best that if he can get the bar here, but does not. He's got to go in at 619. And he'll bang down a Tetris shortly after transition. Waiting on the long bar. Alex will get it for the Tetris. And there it is for Cryticalapis, 701 to 695. Alex can hang a square on the left, but certainly not a bad hang, I would say. Gets it tucked in. Has to take some burns, though. Let's get that bar over for the Tetris, and we'll clean up. Now Cryticalapis kind of running into the same drought. Gets that bar. Back-to-back Tetrises for Cryticalapis. Meanwhile, Alex has got a heck of a stack over on that left side, but get that center well dirty Tetris to keep this efficiency going. It's been a bit of a scrappy 19 for both these players so far. And they've been doing a very good job of keeping their respective boards going. But another drought coming in, and Alex will take advantage with the Tetris there. Cryticalapis just can't seem to get out of this dig. And so it's just not even waiting for the bar anymore. It just plugs it. Bit of a misdrop there. It's going to be a bit of an annoyance, but should be able to get out of this. Ooh. Wonder if there's a phantom burn in there. Alex is taking a commanding lead now, 1,035,000 to 854. As Cryticalapis has been in a bit of a dig for the past 2 or 3 levels. There's the Tetris for Cryticalapis. Tetris for both players, 1.1 for Alex now. Any squares, anyone? Does anyone want any squares? Because this seed's got them. Also has a 25-plus piece drought here. Both players going through it at the same time. Alex able to score the Tetris. He'll go into level 29 at 1,186. It's 978 for Cryticalapis. Over 200,000 point lead, and this board is not looking great right now for Cryticalapis. Oh, but does get things open up. And he'll bang down a Tetris. Meanwhile, Alex's board needs some work. Cryticalapis is set up again. Tetris for Cryticalapis. He pulls within 4 Tetrises. It's only a triple for Alex. Another Tetris for Lapis. He's got the 1.1. Alex at 1,228,000. Tetris for Cryticalapis. He's pulled within 2. But Alex finally set up in column 8. But where's the bar? There's the bar. There's the Tetris. Alex finally fighting back here on the 29 speeds. Cryticalapis trying to set up again. He is set up. And there's the bar for the Tetris. Alex scores a dirty column 8. 1,333,000 for Alex, 1,288,000 for Cryticalapis. We're halfway through the level 29 speeds. This game will end at level 39. Well, maybe level 40 if you're Alex. Now, finally starting to get some adversity on the side of Cryticalapis here. He's going to need to get this down. Oh, he double flips the T. He'll get at least a couple more lines here, but oh, he's still trying to stay alive here. Look at the survival. And finally, he'll succumb to his injuries. 1,308,000 is the final for Cryticalapis, but it's not enough when you're facing the world champ. Alex T. Just sent us home with some Dave's Hot Chicken. Well, I don't know if we're getting a rollover here. But will we get a 40? Nope. 1,571,000, and there you go. There's your winner. The man with the chicken. GG's! Alex T. taking home his first match of the season in a sweep. A little bit of flex for the fans. GG's. Up next, it's Pixelandy taking on Cold Bucket. Stay tuned. Man, I was thinking the comeback was real there. That was an impressive start to 29 for Cryticalapis, and that shows me that this man is going to be a dangerous Tetris player very soon. He already is fairly dangerous. Okay, I'll take mine with no tomatoes and have them add some cheese onto it. Thanks, Alex. Some of the CTL streamers have been talking about microphones. I was telling them that I paid like $89 for mine back in 2005, and it's been the mic that I've used ever since for like 20 years now. It's a great mic. It's a Shure SM86. Tyler in the channel said it's probably not $80 anymore, and I looked it up. Oh boy, it is not $80 anymore. It's $210. Like, holy crap. That's some inflation right there. When's the next match? It's as soon as they're, as soon as the champ shows up. They're currently missing some pixelated Andrew, but hopefully he'll be along shortly. Windsor's like, I see he used one for around 80 bucks. I'd sell mine and get my money back. All right, here's the players for our next match. Have Andy on the left, and Coal Bucket over on the right. Let's find out if we're going to get any 19 from the players and what the seed strategy will be. I know Andy is a reroll enjoyer. If memory serves, I think Cole is a increment enjoyer, so we might have a flip on our hands here. Although we had that situation 2 weeks ago when Andy was on, and Andy kind of caved to the increment, and then started complaining about the seats. It was a good time. Good God, that's a $300 mic. $18 all the way increment. It looks like we're going to do the increment. Your seat is 914E5A. Pixelandy saying we can cook up the craziest double rollover game ever. I think everyone here would be here for it. got some Chris Bidwell strats there from Cole. Could you imagine Chris Bidwell playing 29? All right. We have a ready from Andy. All right, we have a ready for both players. Let's go ahead and get this counted down. Game number 1 between Pixelandy and Coal Bucket coming your way. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left. What a surprise. It's a roller out of the United States. But he also happens to be your 4-time CTL champion. Not consecutive, but he has won 4. And he's got a PB of 11,966,000. And he hasn't started yet. What happened? Oh. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this before we call a reset here. Oh, I can't even connect. Yeah, we're going to call game 1. So, please top out. Andy, something's up with your NTC. No one can. Yeah, we kind of got to fix that. But I couldn't even connect to his Estus champs. I'm going to knock him out, and I'm going to bring him back in. Okay, that looks better. Yep, incrementing to A2. Meanwhile, Winter's over there on A0. Here we go, game number 1 between Pixelandy and Coal Bucket in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. What the F? Okay, there it goes. Just had to be patient with that one, I guess. Yeah, round of applause from Cole. On the left. Roller out of the United States with an NTSC PB of 11,966,000. Welcome in, Pixelandy. And on the right, also rolling out of the United States with a PB of 4,222,000. It is Coal Buckets. And judging from the start, I think they saw that there was a bad seed going on and kind of like agreed to reset. And then they got this seed, which so far is pretty good. 5 in a row for Cole and a pushdown point. 5 in a row for Andy. He trails by 1. Oh, this is an interesting setup. Is he gonna get it? Nope. Missing the double tuck of the square there. It is a frame-perfect trick on level 18. So Cole will extend the lead here, while Andy is trying to get this long bar dependency filled. Finally gets it, and will get a bar over to the right for the Tetris. Meanwhile, Cole has taken his first burn, but has the lead. 205 to 170. Cole looking very efficient right now. Another Tetris for Andy. Cole's got the board all the way to the bottom. Andy will score a Tetris. He's now got a slight lead. Nothing to write home about, though, with 1,000 points. As we seem to be having PowerPoint issues this game. Andy in a bit of a spot here. Really needs to get the right pieces to get out of this. Now needs a bar. Oh my goodness. This is a little scary. Doesn't get the spin. But was able to get the follow-up pieces just fine. Now set up for a dirty Tetris. There's the bar. There's the Tetris. 5 rows off the bottom. And set up again. Back-to-back dirty Tetrises in column 8. Finally opens up the right side and back to the ground floor. We're neck and neck. 348 for Andy. 346 for Cole. Another Tetris for Cole, but did have to sacrifice a double. Andy's hit the 100 line turn at 399. Ooh. Awkward double flip there for Cole. Trying to figure out how to get out of this relatively cleanly, but with no bar coming. Getting out of this at all. Oh, the T-hang. Cole needs a bar now. He doesn't get it in time. Now we'll get the bar for the Tetris, and we'll have time to burn this down. A little scary. He might be going left well here, too. He is set up. And the square comes in uninvited. But we'll roof burn the T. And gets that bar over for the Tetris. And Cole will open up the right side. So, after all said and done, we're about to hit level 19. We could find ourselves with a very even score here. Nope, Cole's going to burn a line, so Andy should have the lead. He will go in at 506. And 484 for Cole. Ooh, awkward S there for Andy. Not quite sure what happened, but don't think you want to create 2 overhangs with 1 piece. And he gets out of it all right, so we'll bang down that Tetris. Gets the well back over. And Tetris for Andy, who's back to rolling. Andy, who has very much been... I'm not even sure you can call Andy just a roller anymore. He feels like he's a hybrid playstyle because he plays DAS on 18 and roll everywhere else. And why wouldn't you? You're the Jonas Cup champion. Another Tetris for Andy. 727 into level 23. Cole going at 681 with a mess. Oh, I think he was trying to set up dirty there. And then just missed a couple pieces there. So Cole now in a dire situation here. Even if he gets out of this, he's going to be back and score by quite a bit. But survival is step one. Oh, misses the L to the left. It does get the other pieces over. This is one of those situations where it just feels like 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Can he get this open? So now getting this board down is set up dirty. Where's the bar? There's no bar! There's no bar! Andy's good for game 1. And it looks like he's going to be playing this out, or at least to kill screen. Chaotic Hazel says, lock in, Pla, you got this. Not sure I know what a Pla is. Is this a new thing? Hey, 69, hey now, for Andy. I'll bang down another Tetris. You invented Pla, I believe this. $1,117,000 final for Andy. More than enough. Go ahead and increment the seed to B3. We got the ready from Andy. Pla like pluther makes sense. Yes. Cole is literally having to warm up here. Sile saying got the chance to see Andy play at the Jonas Cup. It was lit. Yeah, it was good to see Andy get that win. I'm glad that Scout's video didn't turn into a curse. Well, Cole seems to be still having some issues here. Let's give him a moment or two. Issues may not be just temperature, as I saw some controller adjustment happening there. Speaking of adjustment, what was that L adjustment, man? That's wicked. All right, both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get ready with game number 2. We'll go ahead and count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. But we did not get Tetris Scorigami this game, although we did get an overshifted J there from Andy. Or he's going for a 7-2 for some reason. By the way, these two have faced off twice before and have split sets. With the first set going over to Cole back in April of 2024. And that happened in CTL. Well, the most recent meeting was in Stillwater. Back in October of last year, where Andy took it in a decider. So we'll see what this match has in store for us. Andy with a T-spin setup, but no T to spin. And then he gets the T and doesn't use it. I feel like there's some deeper thought process there, and I would love to know what it is. Oh, misses the L. Andy's in trouble. Has the well open again, but no bar. Finally, the bar shows up for the dirty. Bit of a scary situation for the defending champ, but seeing a lot of missed pieces here. Finally gets the right pieces to get this down to the bottom. Just one more hole there in column 5 will do it. Fortunately, no L's or Z's showing, so he's got a stack on top of everything. Andy set up for Tetris, but covers well just as the bar shows up. I am 99.9% sure that's not what that was. Tetris for Andy, but he finds himself back by 6.5 Tetrises. As Cole is 348 at the half. What the heck? There's the bar for the Tetris for Andy. Gets that bar to fill in the dependency. Needs to do something about this. Column 9. We'll get the Aki bar for it. Tyler, it's all right, Pla. There's a bar in the Tetris for Cole. 408 at 89. Another Tetris for Cole. Interesting adjustment there. Was certainly a risk reward there, but got rewarded with the right pieces. But having that Z in the other spot would have been pretty bad. You got me using it ironically. It's fine. Andy in a bit of a spot here, getting some not great pieces, but finally we'll get the right side open up. Needs the bar. Where is it? Is it going to show up before transition? It is not. He's going to go in at 402. So Andy with a lot of work to do here in level 19 and beyond. Cole could have a 200,000 point lead at the level 19 transition if he gets all Tetrises here. Couple of bar dependencies. Oh, that's a bad hang for Cole. Can he get something over? He cannot. He's going to be done. Andy, you're in a chase down. You need 554. And Andy just got gifted one. Oh, that one's going to hurt. And you are not going to get a 200,000 point lead on Pixelandy like that all the time. So Andy with a 2-0 lead over Cole. Can Cole bring this back? Yeah, C4. I'm about to blow this up. All right, both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get them counted down for game 3. Pixelandy looking for the sweep in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, Dynamite is a good song, especially when we're on seed C4. Well, this is explosive. We have a pretty long drought there to start the game. 27 pieces before the players get the long bars. But Andy is built up dirty. This could be risky, but he does get the bar for the Tetris. He's fine. Gets a tuck and we'll bang down another normal Tetris. So Andy with the early lead. Cole bangs down the Tetris down the right side. Looked like he had a shaky board for a little bit there, but it's amazing the wonders that a Tetris works. So both players back to reasonable boards here. Oh, there's the brain perfect double tuck. Cole getting that L. Also spin in L too, so we got some L acrobatics going on from Cole here. Of course, I'm sure he thinks they're elementary. There's a spin of the Z. Cole's got some moves this game to try to stay in it. Oh, I love that adjustment on the T. He can adjust as easily, just laid it flat and put the L on top of it, but that was more efficient, burning off a double rather than two singles. Beautiful move. Tetris for Andy. He's got 306 at the half. Cole with a board that needs help in the parity department, and it gets the help it needs. He'll go into the half at 229. That bar goes over for the Tetris. It's a 100,000 point lead for Andy. Andy has been crazily efficient this game. $470 for Andy, 330 for Cole. But Andy getting to a little bit of a spot here. Has a long bar dependency on the left. Oh, it covers well as the bar shows up. This is going to turn into an extended dig for Andy. Another bar dependency. Has to cover it. Knocks it down a little lower and finally gets a bar. Would love one more bar. There it is. A nice burn with the square, too. Getting rid of that awful piece in a really nice way. And his board is back. Well, was back to normal. Tetris for Cole. He's back by 100,000. But has lines in hand. Okay, that's crossing the line. Get out. We're in level 19. Well, 20 now for Andy. He's at 618. Cole going at 443. Another Tetris for Cole. Andy will bang down a Tetris. Cole scores one as well, but has that hole in column 7. Fixes that nice and quick. He's kind of forced to go... Oh, I thought he was going to be forced to go center well, but he chose not to. He's going to try to do a column 9 well transfer here. There's the Tetris. 209,000 point lead for Andy. Cole getting the bar for the bar dependency. Andy banging down the Tetris. He's approaching the max out here on level 26. There's just one Tetris away. And this will indeed be a level 26 max out for Andy. 1,013,000 to 766. Coal Bucket does have 18 lines in hand. Lead's not as big as it looks, but it's still pretty big. Cole taking that safety triple. Gets the long bar right away afterwards, though. Andy a little high up on the board here. He's going to need precise pieces to get out of this before 29. Does get the right pieces, but this is going to be high up on the board to start the post. He's in at 1,133,000. He gets the bar and he hangs in column 9, but he gets another one over it. Are you kidding me? Can he stay alive? And it looks like the answer is yes. Oh, but a couple hangs there. He does get the bar down for some relief. This has been a shaky start to the level 29 speeds for Andy. Cole is in at 988. He has significant ground to make up. 211,000 point lead for Andy. And Cole's board's in trouble. Trying to get something flat for the left. And it's just not coming. He's going to be done at 997. And Andy, shaky 29 or not, will be done at 1,213,000, but it will be enough for the sweep. And Andy is your winner. And of course, right as I go for the winner screen, he walks off camera every time. Well, at least we can see the championship belt. Oh, there he is. GG's. All right. That'll close the book on Division 1A tonight, but we still have Division 1B, and we have got 2 matches, starting with Scuti taking on the Cap. Up next. Well, this is going to be a battle of the landscape players. Both players' cameras are in landscape mode. All right, we're halfway through the show. And we have taken care of Division 1A. Which means it's time for our Division 1B matches. We had Alex T take the sweep of Cryticalapis and Pixelandy take the sweep of Coal Bucket. Both those players will be getting 7 points towards their season campaign. But now we get to go to Division 1B, where we have Blue Scuti taking on Somalian. And then after that, we will have IDKIRBY taking on O. And with that, we have our two players here ready to go. Let's find out if we're going to get any 19. Now, I feel like this could be one of those... Maybe we're going to get some spicy 19 matches. But maybe not. Captain says, ew, 19. I mean, you're the one who called it against Fractal a few seasons back. Captain's doing 18. So 18 all the way. Let's find out if it's going to be increment or reroll. I believe Scuti's fine with increment. Although if not, let me know. See if the players want to do increment or reroll. Cam says, I'm doing 18 for my brothers in Division 2, to which Tetris Time replies, thanks. All right, increments called from Scuti and from Captain as well. So let me give you a seat. 2064 F7. We have a ready from the captain. And there's a ready from Scuti, so here we go. Let's get started with this Division 1B matchup between Blue Scuti and the captain. We'll get underway in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left, a roller of the United States with an NTSC PB of 18,203,000. And your former back 5 back CTL champion, it is Blue Scuti. On the right, with the nice Vince. Also rolling out of the United States, the PB of 1,638,000. Welcome in, Le Captain. Now, if you're getting sick of me saying roller out of the United States, wait for next match. We'll have something fresh and new. Trust. Meanwhile, Blue Scuti has done something that Somalian hasn't this game, and that's burn. 5 in a row for the captain. Although this bar dependency is a little sus. Probably gonna have to burn here, and yes indeed. So after 6 Tetrises, Somalian will partake in the burns. Roller out of the Mississippi? No. There's the bar over 4, the Tetris for Scuti. We got Alma Red Star in chat. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Captain gets that right side open, gets the bar down for the Tetris. He only trails by 14,000 points. Pretty strong first game for both players. Scuti weathering the drought here. Only goes 21 pieces, bangs down the Tetris. Another Tetris for Captain. So Captain keeping pace here. Interesting setup for Captain here. We'll see if this works out. Oh, it doesn't quite perfectly work out, but a couple burns later, and it's like nothing happened. 349 for Scuti, 313 for the Captain, around 70 lines here. Tetris for Scuti. There's 1 for the Captain. That's been a very efficient game for both these players. Ah! Windows noises. Don't do that. God, I hate when browsers decide to butt in. Awkward bar placement there for Somalian. I think that was meant for column 5. It's going to get out of it with minimal burns, but certainly annoying to have to go through that. He'll set up the Vits there. It's probably the prudent move, and we'll get the bar. And a Tetris. Meanwhile, Scuti's at 603 at 117 lines, so... we'll see where that game goes. And unfortunately, Captain's just having to burn right now. Gets those squares over. We'll bang down a Tetris. Gonna try to go for another one here. It's an awkward board, though. Oh, and he misses the tee by a mile. Gonna get this down, but how are you gonna go up against a 695 transition from Blue Scuti? 602 for Captain. I mean, that's pretty good. 602 is pretty good. It's not a 695. That's just a case of what can I do? There's the bar for the dirty Tetris. Captain Bling 2 rows up. Scuti just trying to continue the efficiency that's gotten him this far. He'll score another Tetris. Captain developing another hole here. Is going to have to burn it out. We'll get the Tetris first. And might just opt to burn this all the way down. Looks like that's what he's doing. Knowing him, we're probably going to see a dirty Tetris set up. But unfortunately, the pieces are not allowing it. I mean, I don't blame him for trying that dirty Tetris. I think I would have done the same thing, but we'll finally get the column 7 Tetris at least. All right. All these bar dependencies for the Captain right now. Gets them solved, but he currently finds himself down by 232,000 points to Blue Scuti. That is 8 Tetrises now. Maxed out into 25 for Scuti. Another Tetris for Captain. Captain is now clean and is staying clean. .1 into 27 for Scuti. Oh, the tucked into the T-spin. How do you get out of this one, though? There's a Tetris. Let's take a couple burns here. There's a Tetris 1.2 into 28. There's a max out finally for the Captain on 27. Scuti, one more Tetris before level 29. There it is, 1,272,000 into level 29. Another Tetris for Scuti. D on the screen over there. But run into a little bit of trouble here. There's no bar. Finally gets the bar for the Tetris, but we'll have some cleanup work to do as Captain is now on level 30. That was where Scuti ran into the drought. We'll see what Captain does with it. He's not able to get 5 taps, let alone 4 taps. And he's going to top out at 1,182,000. Scuti is good for game 1. And naturally, Scuti will play this one out. That's not of it. It's gonna be done at 1,427,000. GG. Go ahead and increment the seat to 31 and go with game number 2. Just ready from the captain. These two are not wasting any time. Game number 2 will start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. This is the 5th meeting between these two players. Scuti holding a 3-1 record. Their first meeting back in 2022, July of 2022, was a decider win for the captain. But ever since then, it's been all Scuti. 3-1, 3-2, and 3-1. Now, of note, this is the first time, at least in open play, that these two have faced in an actual event. All of those 4 games I mentioned were some sort of ELO battle, and not an actual match. But they have played a match in the DAS Champions League where Scuti swept him 4-0. Scuti having to abandon the DAS play here as things were getting a little too spicy first taste. And this time looks like Captain is doing slightly better than last game's start. As he has yet to burn. This board is so awkward for Scuti. And he's up against 10 in a row from Captain right now. Scuti will get that dirty Tetris and will probably play 2 rows up given how far back he is right now. There's another Tetris. Well, he's going to bring this down. All right. Column 4 attempt. Cap will take his first burn after 12 consecutive Tetrises to start. He's got a 114,000 point lead. Add another Tetris to that. That's 6 Tetrises. Quite the opposite from game number 1. Scuti looking for a J. We'll get the J. Finally gets that right side open up, gets the bar, bangs down the Tetris. Another Tetris for the captain. I think I saw 360 at the half for captain. That's insane. Scuti is not happy with these pieces. Kirby says, "Vamos, Captain!" Done a couple Tetrises there. Tetris for Scuti. He's only got 290. Back by 170,000 points. Another Tetris for the captain. Ooh, hang there for a captain. He will hit the bar, though. He will be at 510 at 98 lines. That was a bit of a scary moment because you don't know when that bar's coming. But instead, it just turns into 2 burns. Kirby discovering that he's VIP. I think all the Div 1 players got VIP if they're not already mods. That's all I can think of. TT doesn't have it? Yeah, that's because he's in Div 2. Rub it in, why don't you? Oh, come on. Oh. It says, oh. Scuti! Oh, wow. That was not an S-flat moment. Scuti having some rough times this game. $478's the transition for Scuti. And if there's some solace for Scuti, it's knowing that he had the better transition in the first game. It's going to be 674 for Captain. Only 674 for Captain. But it is a monster lead for Captain. 7 Tetrises here. I'm not sure what's going on with Scuti here. There's a couple of uncharacteristic misdrops. Been plaguing him pretty much this entire game. He's trying to work through getting this down. But now finds himself back by 200,000 points, and Captain is just twisting the dagger at this point. Tetris for the Captain. He's got a 250,000 point lead on level 21. Scuti is finally getting this board down to the bottom. Gonna be looking probably now to just try to keep it simple. We'll see what he can do. He finally scores a Tetris, but the Captain's holding on to a 282,000 point lead. And will bang down another Tetris as well. There's the bar, there's the Tetris. Scuti not quite set up. Another Tetris. Scuti level 26 has hit 716. But there's a Tetris for Captain. He's got the max out on 25. There's a 300,000 plus point lead. Another Tetris for Captain. Scuti getting close to the transition. 1.1 for the Captain on 27. In we go. 927's the transition score for Scuti. Oh, Heinz up bar in column 9. That's just a roller moment. Tetris for the Captain. And another one. And he'll go into transition at 1,271,000. And hangs another bar in column 9. This one's a little more dangerous. He does get another one over for the 1.3, but he's going to top out. Scuti, you're in a chase down. You need D as in David, 09. Not the biggest chase down that we've ever seen happen on Sunday prime time, but it is significant. Well, Scuti currently 187,000 points back. He is set up. We'll get one of the Tetrises he needs. Level 35, though. Gets a second. Set up again. Is just taking the burns. I do not think that this is line-outable from this point. 66,000. Well, we got 21 lines left. It's a Tetris and change right now. I don't know. Maybe with these triples he can do it. He just needs 32,000 points. Can he get set up in time? Time is almost out, but he gets a bar for the Tetris. And Scuti, with one line to spare, will take game number 2. Not quite a level 40, but pretty close. GG. Scuti, who had to suffer through much of that game, able to get it done on 29. That's got to hurt for the captain, though. I mean, you get 1.27 into 29. Not only is that a prime opportunity to beat Blue Scuti, that's a prime opportunity to beat your PB at that point. But couldn't get it done. Let's go ahead and increment the seed, and we'll start the third game here. Winter's like, why does Tetris only allow the more skilled player to win? Both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get them counted down. Scuti on the verge of a sweep. Will it happen? We'll find out in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. It has been tough to be on the right side of the board today, as we have played 8 games and all 8 of them have gone to the player on the left side. Oh, I have bad news. Scuti refusing to set up the bits there. Was offered multiple opportunities with the squares. Just said no. Just say no to bits. That wasn't right. No, it was perfectly right. Ooh, that was an awkward rotation for Scuti. Look at the square to tuck in there. Scuti saying something to the camera there. Well, Captain did not get 5 Tetrises in a row this time, but he will set up the bits with that J. And there's the bar, there's the bits. Where's the Peak Eric golf clap? Set up for dirty Tetris. 6 off the bottom. Sets up again. But of course, this is when the drought hits. Oh, finally the bar shows up. Had a bit of a mini drought in there, but... Envy indeed. Another Tetris for the captain. Captain's got the lead, 217 to 178. Certainly not as pronounced of a lead as last game, but... You're not going to be up 200,000 on Scuti every game. Let's be real. This does seem to be another decent scoring game for both players. 286 Captain right now. 248 for Scuti. Late burn there for Captain. He'll bang down a Tetris. 334 to 295. Another Tetris for Scuti. Getting those pieces to the left at the top of the board, and then hits the bar for the Tetris. This is the aggressive play that we've almost come to expect from Scuti among the other top players as well. Captain having to work through some traffic here. Scuti just can play one-handed dance and stay hydrated. Scuti trails by Tetris, but is also ahead by 6 lines. Lead's a little bigger than it looks. Oh, I'm sorry. Scuti was ahead by Tetris, but not anymore. I read that completely wrong. Tetris for Scuti. There's one for the Captain. Captain does at least have the pace lead. It is a tie game, but there's 3 extra lines available for the Captain. And Scuti says it's no longer a tie game. I have the lead, 5 points. We're approaching the transition. Both players with clean boards looking like they're ready for all that level 19 has to offer. $600,000 is the transition for Scuti. 600,000 is the transition for the Captain. Captain will have a 755-point lead going into 19. Ooh, another missed 4-tap for the Captain. And this is dangerous now for Captain. And he doesn't get the bar to the right, and I don't think there's anything he can do. That's going to be it. Scuti will get the sweep. Gonna play this out. Or don't. You don't have to. I'm not your dad. And there's a sideways Scuti. Transform. Boom. There you go. Oh my god. GG's to Scuti. We'll take it. 3-0. We've got one more for you tonight. IDKIRBY is up next. He'll be taking on... Oh. Stay tuned. All right, we do have both players in the room and live on camera. However, we do have a couple technical issues on both sides that we need to address before we get going here. We have a massive slideshow on Kirby's side, and I think we may have a score calibration issue on O's side that I want to make sure it doesn't crop up during the match. So we'll be back within 5 minutes. It's fine. Oh yeah, up to this point, we've had no calibration issues, even from some of our normal offenders. Like, it's been nice tonight. But I think I can fix O's issue. However, I do need him back and playing. Also, Kirby is resetting his computer as well, so there's that. What the heck? I have dropped 9 frames tonight? What is this garbage? Also, Wide insinuating that he's going to end my career because he's streaming Division 4A with Tyler and Ian Keith. I mean, honestly, that might do it. All right, now let's see some game action here. Oh, Kirby's PC's not turning on. Oh, NCCY. Okay, I'm getting an error message on here. It says, and I quote, Web RTC Ice failed. And my first thought is, good. I hope they fail. But I mean, it looks like your score calibration's fine, so. Oh, it's hacked. Okay. We like that. We like our lead hacks. We are so back. Oh, getting down to business. 18 increments will be the way we do it today. In all 4 matches, I think. Is reroll just dead? Welcome in, Earn Brew Milk. Well, saying could do 19 if you want the variety. Not up to me, it's up to Kirby. Don't feel like early top 3 times. We are making progress here. We just need Kirby back in the room, and there he is. Let's give these folks a seed. 18 increment. 2781 F4. You probably need to redo your ninja. It's not coming back up. That's all I'm waiting for. Because we don't have a camera on the left. And most gotten out of the way of the camera on the right. Alright, there it is. It's a new link. That's why refresh didn't work. There we go. Alright. I think we are just about ready to go here. It's a red matchup today. So 2781F4 is your seed. GLHF in from O. There's a ducky. Oh, there's the blue ring. That's great. And there is the ready from Kirby. Let's go ahead, get this underway for our Division 1B match between IDKIRBY and O. We'll go ahead and count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left, stop me if you've heard this one before. A roller out of the United States. With an NTSC PB of 3,497,000, welcome in IDKIRBY. And on the right, speaking of refreshing, it is a roller out of Australia with an NTSC PB of 2,114,000 and is still upset that he didn't get Mr. O Piece of the Year last year. Welcome in. Oh! It's always next year. Bit of an awkward start for O here. 47,000 for Kirby, 30,000 for O. A little bit of slideshow on Kirby's side, but I don't know if there's going to be anything we can do about that. It did seem to be an internet or computer-related issue. Also, he may not be tabbed into NTC, but normally it doesn't go this fast if you're tabbed out. So I don't think that's the issue. But we're able to see enough of what's going on here. 103 for Kirby, 54,000 for O. T-spin there for Kirby, but needs another one. He's not going to get it. Just going to have to burn that all away. Yeah, now I'm seeing score calibration issues on O's side here. Hopefully it won't be too big of a deal. Gonna bang down that Tetris. 144 for Kirby, 122 for O. O does have lines in hand, though, so pretty much neck and neck. While these players are going here on 18, I'm going to take this time to remind all of you we have a matcherino prize pool for these players. In the lower right-hand corner, you will see that the amount is currently at $49.37. That is far too low for players of this caliber. Let's go ahead and try to get that up if we can. Head over to Matcherino. We still have 18 coupon codes remaining if you have not claimed yours. Go over to that link, sign in with your favorite social media account, and click on Claim Code. It's that easy. No misdrop there for O. It's going to create 2 rows worth of garbage in a stack. He's just going to try to roof burn it best he can. Oh, it didn't. I don't think he realized the bar was coming next. Didn't need to put the square all the way over, but he is just getting bailed with bars. is unable to get this board down. This has been an awkward sequence for O. Finally gets the right side open. This has allowed Kirby to take a lead of about 3.5 Tetrises here. Just seemingly out of nowhere. Push the bar down for the Tetris. Crowd counter obviously incorrect on O's side. Either that or he's so good that he just got a Tetris in the middle of a 40-piece drought. We're at the 100-line turn, 367 for Kirby, 290 for O. As I see a little bit of pushdown points for O as well. Every once in a while, it's just like 3 points here, 4 points there. 10 points here. But now he needs a bar. He's going to take that flat burn with the L. Another burn there. Set up for another burn if he needs it. This is a real drought here. 22 and counting. Uh-oh. Has to cover the well. Kirby also getting in trouble. Both players high up on the board. If the worst happens, Kirby is in the lead, and the worst does happen. Kirby takes game number 1. And on top of that, Kirby survived the drought. Warm-up is done. We are all marts. So I will increment the seed for the next game. Puts it at 3-8. All right, both players are ready. Let's go count them down for game number 2. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. This is the second ever meeting between these players. Most recent and only meeting happened in January 7th of this year over in the Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event, where IDKIRBY took that one in a decider, 3-2. It does feel to me like this would be a relatively even matchup. Bit of an awkward opening here for Kirby. Trying to get this down. All right, just gonna open things up there, and that bar was perfect. L will cap it off, so Kirby is clean, only backed by a Tetris, and we'll slam one down. Tetris for both players. I love that square placement for Kirby. Just making room for that L on the next piece. Plus, it helped that there really was no other better spot for the square. Like, there were few options. Oh, and the Vits. Setting up the Vits with a J. Unfortunately, the rest of these pieces kind of suck. That Spire in the middle can be extremely dangerous as well. They will get a bar over for the Tetris, brings that Spire down. Another Tetris for O, 219 to 180 is his lead. We'll get the key tuck there. Halfway through level 18, O with the lead. It's about a 2.5 Tetris pace lead right now. Tetris for Kirby. Oh, we'll pick one up as well. Right now, both the players are just playing some calm, relaxing Tetris here, and all of a sudden, Trout decides to show up, but no problem. It's not big enough to cause either of them harm. We'll get the bar and we'll slam down the Tetris. And another Tetris for both of them. Another key tuck setup here for O. There's the J, there's the key tuck. And there's Tetris. Nice close game here as we've reached 100 line turn, 477 for O, 442 for Kirby. O will be the first one to 500,000. This is starting to look like a nice game for both players here. Kirby getting up high. Has to place the bar in the Yankee position, but we'll get a Tetris with the next one. Bar's kind of scarce here in the late stages of level 18. Finally, one shows up. We're into transition. 545 for Kirby. Oh, we'll go in at 604. Level 20. Oh, maintaining about a Tetris to a Tetris and a half lead at any given time. This has been a fairly close game the whole way. No one's gotten into any major issues. Tetris for both players. Oh, he is back by 4 lines. Look at those 4 lines as a Tetris. Level 22. And they still continue to trade Tetrises here. Another Tetris for O. There's one for Kirby. And O with that Tetris and a half lead. They can't really shake Kirby here. Kirby is keeping up with O's efficiency. Oh, having to create a hole in column 3. Did not want to put that square in columns 8 and 9 this late in the game. But we'll get a dirty Tetris off that. Just keeping the efficiency going, one row off the bottom. Well, now has another hole to deal with here. Cracks are forming, and O's lead. But look at this, it's neck and neck. O is the first to max out. But a Tetris will take the lead for Kirby. He is ahead by 7 lines. O's gonna get this well back over. Well, he's gonna try to get this back over to the right, but may have to go for a column 8 first. No, he just plugs the column 8 there. Just elects to stay safe in the late stages of 19. Doesn't want to mess up his chances getting into 29, but he finds himself trailing by 56,000 points. Kirby, 1 line from transition, is going to burn into it. 1,109,000 into level 29 for Kirby. Needs a bar, just chopping it down. He's not going to be a hero. Oh, but he misses the 5-tap left. There's the bar finally for the Tetris, but now he's got some cleanup work to do. Oh, triples in at 1,098,000. He is back by 66,000 points. And Kirby will finish his cleanup. He's going to look to build up again. 54,000 point lead for Kirby. Kirby's set up. Gonna get the bar down the right side. Now we'll take care of that square he had in place. 1,227,000 to 1,132,000. Oh, has not been able to score here in post so far, and now needs a bar right. There's the bar, but hangs a square right beforehand, and now needs a 5-tap left, and it's not going to be able to do it. He's going to be done. Kirby tops out at the same time, but it doesn't matter. He's got the game. It's 2-0. Still warm up. Well, we have played 11 games of Tetris tonight, and all 11 of them have gone to the player on the left. Can O be the 1 in 12? Let's find out. Oh, me either. I totally despise playing Tetris in the morning. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get this counted down. Game number 3. Can Kirby take the sweep? We'll find out in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, really the only calibration issue that I've seen stick on O's side is the tens digit. Whenever it's a 6, it, like, waffles between 5 and 6. Awkward tuck setups here needed for O. Does get the L for one of them and spins the S in for the second one. Nice solve. We'll get the Tetris. Pretty neck and neck to start this one. Bar over bang Tetris for Kirby. And another one. Yeah, hopefully whatever issue's causing the slideshow on Kirby's side, look at that and get it resolved. I don't think it's him tabbed out. It's just too fast for tabbed out. There's something else going on. Could be a browser thing. Who knows? But it's good enough to see what's going on. We can see that he's got a big lead right now, 235 to 197 in the early going. We'll score another Tetris here. Oh, and the T into the T-spin there? Wow, okay, that's aggressive. Very nice. Uh-oh, what happened? Something happened. Keep playing, keep playing. That did not work. I don't know if, I don't think we want to pause to fix this, but I don't think it's coming back. If it doesn't come back soon, we will call this. Let me try to bounce you out one more time. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. Let's go ahead and call this game. So both players, please top out. And, oh, we'll figure out what's going on with yours here in a moment. Let me know if you need any assistance with it. Oh, dear God. That's right, folks. Classic Tetris is cobbled together with spit, rubber bands, shoelaces, duct tape, you name it. Amazingness of works it all. We are incrementing the seed. I believe that puts us on 5A. Oh, don't do that, man. We want to see some Tetris. Alright, looks like we got the scene back. At least it wasn't a blowout or a significant lead on one side or the other. It was just 15,000 points, so... not a big deal. We are good. Game number 3! For real this time, between Kirby and O. Kirby up 2-0. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Better start anyway. Who wanted to do a square Z start? Oh, it's bar dependent in column 8 to try to get out of this situation, but that's going to turn into a dirty Tetris well. And he'll get the dirty Tetris. Anyone want any S's? There seem to be a few in this seed. Kirby getting the perfect pieces to resolve that. But now needs a bar. The bar is not coming. Takes a delayed burn into the Tetris. And yeah, 28-piece drought. Seems about right. Another Tetris for both. Tetris for O, but has some work to do to get out of this. Multiple holes in the stack. Can't quite find a path down yet. Tetris for Kirby. Kirby really dictating the pace here with only 3 burns so far through 43 lines. And already has a 113,000 point lead. Tetris for O. The players will score there. O opting to play 1 row up. Gets the dirty Tetris and brings it back down to the bottom. $367 for Kirby, $233 for O. O's ones digit is winking at us. Another Tetris for O. 420 for Kirby. Hey now, 305 for O. Kirby getting that bar he needs in column 9, but needs another one for the Tetris here. And we'll get it. Bang Tetris. Oh, meanwhile, having to do some cleanup work. It's going to turn into a dirty well, though. Bang, Tetris down, column 6, 4 rows off the bottom. And he's looking to move it over to the right. 3 rows off the bottom here. Is not quite ready, though. Let's take some burns to set it up. Kirby will bang down a Tetris. He'll go to 499 years for a limited time at 105 lines. Another dirty Tetris for O. There's one for Kirby. This lead is getting big for Kirby right now. 155,000 points. As we're approaching the level 19 transition. Another Tetris for Kirby. Kirby's gonna have to burn into level 19 here. It'll be a 582. Oh my god, what just happened to Kirby? Kirby's board falling apart out of nowhere. Can he recover? This is very high up on the board. Needs a bar right. It's not going to get it. And he's going to hang the square in columns 2 and 3. Oh, you're in a chase down. You need 589. I am not sure what happened there, but that was sudden. That was a missed 5 tap. Ugh. So 100,000 points, all that O needs to extend us to game 4. Oh, 4-tap? That's even worse. Although, I mean, we saw that in the last game with Somalian Captain having some 4-tap issues on the right side. Yeah, potential comeback. It is still alive. Another Tetris for O. Tetris and change. All he needs. There's a Tetris. And there it is. O will take game number 3. And send us to game 4. So 6B for the next one. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get this counted down for game 4. Oh, is on the comeback trail. Can Kirby stop him? We'll find out in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Ascension Longbar is calling out the commentator curse. Thank you so much. Jungle Crook asking, is he circle? Actually, technically, well, actually, it's blue ring. But everyone just calls him O. That's what his name looks like. Blue ring, see? I mean, you're not wrong, Longbar. Absolutely was a commentator, Chris. It's not something I do intentionally. It's just a power that I have that I didn't ask for. I have another superpower, too. You know what it is? Plugging a USB-A cable into a USB-A port and getting the wrong side, and then turning it over, and it's somehow still the wrong side. I tell you, I got the garbage superpowers. 146 for Kirby, 121 for O. I think I have that same superpower. My wife taunts me with it too. She like gets it right first time every time. It's like, well, whoop-de-doo, dear. Dirty setup here for O. It's a nice attempt at setting up, and is the bar going to show up? O thinks not. Just wisely burns that down as we're in the middle of a 20-plus piece drought. Both players suffering from it right now. This is actually giving O time to bring this board down. I think I saw Kirby get a Tetris. No, I couldn't have. Because O hasn't gotten the bar. There's the bar. There's a Tetris for both players. So nearly a 40-piece drought here in game 4. Had to mark my courts at the top and bottom. That's a great idea. I should totally do that, and as soon as I'm done with this broadcast, I'm going to forget. Tetris for O. Now, it kind of reminds me of some of the power chords that, you know, from like the 80s and 90s for certain things. They used to indicate which way was up on the chord when you had to plug it in a certain way. But the way that they would do it, it's made from black plastic. And instead of painting something like white on it that contrasts well, they would just, like, imprint it on the plastic so that you can't see it. It's the stupidest thing. 100,000 point lead for Kirby. Although O will cut into it with a Tetris there. As Kirby is in the middle of a bit of a dig. It'll be a short one, though. Should be out of its... one would think very soon, but these pieces kind of suck. And he has to keep piling on that right side. And just like that, that 100,000 point lead is almost gone. There's the Tetris for Kirby, finally. As soon as O gets a couple of long bars here. Going to be about a 2 Tetris lead. Kirby will strike back. There's Tetris for O. Another Tetris. Kirby looking to set up, and there's the bar for the Tetris. As we're approaching level 19, 3 Tetrises away. It's a 2 Tetris lead for Kirby, looking to take this in 4. But oh, looking to stop him and send us to a decider. Big ol' stack of long bars on the left there for Kirby. And we'll transition in with a Tetris. 530 for Kirby, 481 for O. So 49,000 point lead for Kirby. Here we go, level 19 play. Awkward board here for Kirby. He senses it, he plugs off the right to fix the left. Gets that done and opens up the right side once again. Tetris for O, and he's erased the lead. 589 for Kirby, 582 for O. Another Tetris for both players. There's the Tetris for O. Kirby will strike back. O does have the pace lead at the moment. But it is a very small lead, as you can see. 680 points. Kirby getting high up on the board, but opens up the right side, needs the bar. Or something to plug the well, and he doesn't get it. He's going to be done at 655. We're going to a decider. Just spired a little too high in the middle there after dealing with that issue and couldn't get anything over. There's one L, there's the other L, and there's your F. All right. So, oh, hang it on, sending us to 5 after threatening to forfeit game 3. But here we are, game 5 decider, IDKIRBY. Oh, who's gonna take it? We'll find out in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, I can see how Kirby's speed can be a little jarring. It's like, to me, it's nothing I haven't seen before, so actually doesn't bother me a whole lot. And like, if you're a player like O, watching that, you're not watching the pieces coming down. You're just looking at the board state and you're looking at the score, and that's it. Oh, missing the flat burn there. Vandy would be very disappointed. What is this left side for Kirby here? This looks like a TST stack here. Except on the wrong side of the board. Well, he's cleaned it up, but now needs long bars. Also, what happened to... Yeah, that's the end of the camera, so we'll get hand cam at least. Tetris for Kirby. Provided these two don't tie, this will be our final game of the night. And it's well past the point O would do a tie game anyway. Welcome in, Chen. So, Kirby with a bit of a lead right now. It's about a Tetris and a half in pace. We'll find that bar and bang down the Tetris. $213 for Kirby at the half, 195 for O. As you can see, paces are not all that great for either player right now. Tetris rates kind of speak to that. 52 for Kirby, 35 for O. This is some Division 5C Tetris rate, and by Division 5C I mean me. Yeah, it's definitely a bit of lag. It's fine though. Everything else is coming through. As you can see, it's also kind of happening on the hand cam. Pretty sure it's internet related. I don't think GD's in my division. Isn't he in Div 4? Tetris for O, 352 for Kirby, 335 for O. This one is close. Well, he's 3-1 with me both times we've played, so... Nice setup there for O. A couple of key tucks there that were necessary to get that board in shape. Pace leads about a Tetris and a half in favor of Kirby. We're approaching level 19. Another Tetris for O. Kirby trying to clear out the right side. Ooh, that was a nasty Z piece. Very nice burn with a J, though. I like that. Ooh, I don't know if that bar meant to be in column 2, though. We'll get the bar down for the Tetris. And I'm just going to use the bar to burn away a double. No problem. 747-point lead for Kirby. This game is taken off into level 19. 500,000 for Kirby. And O will have the lead into level 19. He'll have 521. Both players are open for business, looking for the bar. Tetris for O. Kirby still waiting on the bar. Finally will get it for the Tetris. And O with about a Tetris and a half lead after that dig on 18 from Kirby. Kirby missing a tap to the left there. Low enough on the board, he can fix it. Another Tetris O passing 600K. Another Tetris for O. Kirby having to do a clean up. Nice tuck there. Just not getting the J he needs. Finally gets the J right before the long bar. Bang Tetris for Kirby. And flattens that board out before the next square can come and ruin his day. Another Tetris. Oh, ahead and score and behind in lines is where you want to be. Oh, a bit of an overtap on that J there. Oh, that Z was just poorly timed. Bar dependent gets the bar. Kirby staying alive here. And looking to be able to get this down. Opens up the right side. The board is very spiky right now. Just gotta try a different way to get this down. That will do. And bang, Tetris. Oh, into level 25's at 844. Kirby about to hit 26. He's at 720. Now the Tetris. Kirby trying to stay alive here in Game 5. Ignore that drought counter. It is very wrong. Another Tetris for Kirby. Kirby turning it on here late. Bang down another one, 889. But oh, bangs down a Tetris, 950 into 27. Our final level 29 of the day could be coming up in a moment. Tetris for Kirby into 29, 931. Here we go. Split triple. Kirby taking care of business, getting set up again. S flat moment. Tetris for O into 29, 1,053,000. He's got a 100,000 point lead. Trying to set up. Looking for the bar. There's the Tetris, 1,104,000. Kirby with Tetris answers back with a max out. Oh, having to do some cleanup. Needs a bar for the right to bring this board down ASAP here. He is keeping it nice and trim, but there's no bar. Where is the bar? He gets the bar for the Tetris, 1,170,000. Kirby set up. He'll get the bar for the Tetris. He'll get the 1.1. He's only back by a Tetris and a half. Oh, but things are falling apart for Kirby. Can he get this? He cannot. He's going to be done at 1,122,000. And O will complete the reverse sweep. The blue ring will take it 3-2. GG. And the winner's a ladder. I didn't realize this was a ladder match. GG's to O. There you go. 3-2. He'll be your winner. All right, with that, O's going to take his first one of the night, or the season. We'll go to 1-1. And that'll be it for us tonight. Hope you all enjoyed your evening here. See if there's anyone else out there doing anything that's related to Tetris. Mathwiz is probably doing another marathon. He's only 3 hours in, so you'll probably get to watch him for another 6 hours. Tell him I said that, please. We'll send it over to Mathwiz. Till next time, folks. Thanks again for watching. See you, bye.